Hello and welcome to Inside Leatherneck Athletics. I'm Raymond Sims, and on today's episode we'll be talking with a pitcher from the Western Illinois baseball team, Brian Loconsole. Brian, thank you for coming on today.
No problem, thanks for having me.
All right, so let's just get right into it. You come in so far this year, since there's still games left, you have 17 appearances, 2-1. You got a 2.49 ERA, and you've got 7 saves to your name, which we'll come back around to later. What is your own personal appraisal of how this season has gone so far?
To be modest, so far so good, right? We got a couple games left, or a couple series left. I've been really happy with the way individually I've been throwing. It's been a blessing. I mean, I haven't had the greatest numbers in the past couple of years, but this year I really turned around when I needed to as a senior, and I think it showed a lot of leadership, and a lot of the kids took that, and like it'll help them out when they become a senior. So.
All right, and you come into this season, and you've been doing well this season, but last year you had 7 appearances and you had 1 start in there. So to have a different role under a new coach, how has that been for you as far as adjusting?
I'm pretty easy to adapt to new environments, and Coach Brownlee is the same way. I mean, it's hard for a new coach to come in with a team that he didn't really have. I mean, he came in late in the fall, didn't really know anybody. He's done an excellent job in getting to know each player, not only on the field but off the field. He's quite a guy to have as coach, and definitely a player's coach.
All right, so how was it decided, so to speak, that you were the closer? Was it an audition thing, or did Coach Brownlee come up to you and just say, I need you to finish out this game once, and it just ran from there?
You hear in the pros, you need a certain personality to be a closer, and I've always heard that, but I've never been told I have that personality as a closer. And given like the long hair, I get something that not a lot of people rock, I guess. And he says I fit it well, and it's just when the time comes in the bottom of the 9th, you need a guy that can just flip a switch and be dedicated to getting 3 outs. And I fit it pretty well in the fall, and he wanted to try it out, and it's been good ever since.
And I'm glad that you brought up personality there, because when you think of closer and you think of personality, I think for pro baseball fans, they automatically go to somebody like Brian Wilson. So with my next question here, I kind of wonder, is there anybody that you pattern your game after, or was it something that you kind of just moved into, kind of adapted into?
My favorite closer right now is Craig Kimbrell. He's not so much a crazy guy like people think I am, in the dugout. But once it comes to game time, I'm Stonewall. You're not going to get a reaction out of me if I give a home run or if I get a strikeout. End the game, I'll give a good maybe a fist pump or something, or something like that. But yeah, he's definitely someone I look up to because he's so young. I think he's a year older than me, if not my age. And it's just amazing to see something like that take that on such a big role.
Yeah, it's cool when you see somebody your age doing well and you're able to kind of be influenced by them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So moving from just you, and we'll get back to you in a minute here, but let's pan it out to the team here and how the team has played so far this season. And it's been up and down. You've had big wins against Michigan and against Arkansas, but then you also had a rough patch there. How do you feel the team has done in what has been an up and down year, but has had a lot of strong highs?
Our highs are like very high. Like beat Arkansas our first game, third game, but first series we come out and they beat us around a little bit, but in the final game of that series we turned it around, and that was like a Cinderella story. Like you never think a team not even close to being ranked, and never probably will be ranked, but for us to come out and just show like we're not going to quit, and we put it to them in front of their crowd, which I think was like 7,200 people. That's crazy, and to shut them down. We were really high on that, and we went in and we beat Arkansas State the next week. And then kind of after that, it just kind of, like you said, it just fluttered like a roller coaster ride. We've held it together pretty well. I mean, we don't get too down on ourselves. I mean, sometimes like the pitching will be successful in the game, and the hitting won't be successful in the game. But you're a team. You're always going to be a team, and you have to rely, like hitters have to rely on the pitchers have to rely on the hitters. And if you don't have good chemistry there, I mean, you're going to be a lot worse situation than we are now. But we still have a chance to make the conference tournament. We need to have a couple good games down the stretch here, but we're positive, so just gotta keep it going.
Yeah, and drawing on that team concept there, who do you think, and I'm sure you're one of them as well, considering that you're a senior, but who are some other guys in that clubhouse that has kind of kept the team together throughout this whole season?
down the line, young guys like Aaron Michael, he's freshman, having an unbelievable year, and we saw that in the fall, and it's glad to see that he kept his composure, and as a reliever, he did amazing, and he's doing really good as a starter. Literally go down each year. Brent Turner, he's a captain. He's plays second base. He's always one of the most positive influences on the team. He's definitely brings things together even when times are rough, and definitely not an individual player. He's a team player. He'll do the things we need him to do, like play down a bunt, or he just makes good plays. He tries his hardest. As junior, Jake Moore helps out a lot. He stays really active in the dugout. When he plays, we'll put him in a big role, and he'll do a good job. Other seniors, Manny Reyes has been catching really well. Dan Dispenza, who's been a guy like me, who's been there forever. He's just seen a lot like I have and knows how to handle the situation. Even when you're losing in the season or you're winning in the season, he's pretty much the same guy, stays humble and knows what he needs to do.
All right, so you did have kind of a rough start with the Summit League season, but you guys have since turned it around, and you also got some big wins there against some D3 opponents and some impromptu games. So on short notice, you guys were able to handle your business there, and you, like you said, you still have a shot at that conference tournament. From a strategy standpoint, what do you feel that the team needs to do to get into the tournament?
We need to realize that one win is one win. You can't take that as like after you win a game, you can't take that like, okay, we won this game. You can't be satisfied with one win, especially in this time where we need multiple wins just to like stay alive, or to be in the running for it. I mean, we need like I said before, we need to take a good amount, more than half the games the upcoming rest of the season for us to be there. But strategy-wise, if our pitching's there and our hitting's there, which once they come together, it's pretty good. I mean, we've put up good games, good numbers when those are both on. But I mean, practice makes perfect. So put more practice here before we play North Dakota State. We should be ready.
All right, and so to wrap it up here, we'll come back to you. As I was teasing earlier, you're a senior. Graduation is just a few days away here. Could you kind of just tell me about the journey that you had starting off as just a freshman from Carroll Stream and just working your way to being a senior, being the all-time saves leader for Western Illinois, just how this journey has been for you in your college career as you're about to walk the stage on Saturday?
I mean, a lot of memories go through your head when you come to this point. Me especially, I came in as didn't play high school baseball. I walked down my freshman year. I've seen a coach pass away, a player pass away, a coach come and go, and now a new guy, which I wish I would have had throughout the whole time. You learn a lot. You learn a lot of different personalities. You see a lot of players develop. You see a lot of players leave. You see a lot of new players come in, and you wish you could help them out the whole time. They like guys like me who didn't really have a goal coming in. They were just happy to play. And now you see guys like Aaron Michael who come in and they're dominant, and it's really, I really like seeing that, and I feel like I've done a good job as a senior this year, just to like make sure they know, like, stay on a good path and you can be very successful.
All right. And so I wish you luck as you head forward in your post-collegiate career, and I wish you the best of luck as you take on North Dakota State this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
And I thank you for coming on today. And I thank you for watching. This has been an episode of Inside Leatherneck Athletics. Be sure to tune in next time, but have a wonderful day, everyone.